Good afternoon, everybody. Finally getting around to filming. Right, Artymaze's next Let's Get Arty session. It's a combination of stuff that she did on her Try It Tuesday and just carrying on with the springtime thing, basically. So I don't know if you watched her Try It Tuesday. She was messing about with distress crayons. I like her. I rarely use mine. So I'm going to do that first, and then we'll crack on and decorate some pages, basically. So right, hang on, let's make some space here. My new Rolodex, the vintage one, oh yeah, you can see, has arrived. Hurrah! But as you can see, we have a problem. They're quite a lot smaller. So I don't want to have to redo these ones that I've done here because I really like these ones. So what I'm going to do is a page on each, and then I think I'll just see, you can get these boxes separately, so I might just try and get a new box. So I'll carry on with the ones that I've prepped here for the big one. Oh, sorry, for this one. And then I'll start in here. It's weird because they've all got plastic sleeves on them. I don't know. Anyway, I've had to do like Andrea did. I've had to stick 3 together, so they're a little bit more tougher once there's all 3 stuck together. Let's move that out of the way. Yeah, I couldn't get the whirly one like Andrea's got. They're ridiculously priced, and I keep looking for a second-hand one, and there's just none coming up. And I thought, you know what, that'll do. So I told you about that one. I got it off eBay. Right, so I have scrubbed down because because these cards are quite shiny. I've scrubbed it down with a nail file and given it a coat of gesso, and I've also given it a coat of matte medium, which is this one, the Galleria matte medium, because that's the only one I've got, to be honest. So all right, so that's had a coat, that's had a coat, and this has had a coat. Okay, because Andrea did say that it was easier to play with the distress markers if you gave your substrate a coat of the matte medium first. Right. That's everything. So yeah, I'll from now on then I'll be doing one this size and then one of the little ones out of the Rolodex. That's it. Right, I'll stop talking now. Oh dear. Right. Where should we start? Let's start on the big one, shall we? So yeah, I haven't got anything else to decorate. As I say, I just about to start filming, and my daughter rang and she went, this dog I'm grooming, she's got loads of knots and it's going to take me forever and it's time to pick up little one from school. And I went, fine, I'll go and get her. So that was that. So yeah, I've just been down the school. Her face, she was like, Nan? Yeah, no. So yeah, anyway. Right, so I'm going to get out, what's this one? Peeled paint. Twisted citron. I don't think, oh, there's another green. I haven't got the full set. This is Shabby Shutters. And then I think we'll do a nice mustard seed. That's a nice yellow. Am I in screen? Yes, I am. Yeah, and I'm just going to do what Andrea did. If you watched that, great. If you didn't, then this is what she did. So, yeah, it's just a case of scribble, scribble, scribble in various places. I'll do all 3 at once. Just make sure I'm in screen, yeah. Yeah, I'll do this one the same. Yeah, so honestly, I'm getting too old for this malarkey. It's lovely to see her though, her little face. She was confused.com. Trouble is, I think she panics thinking, oh, what's happened to me mum, like, you know. So as soon as she came over to me, I said, it's fine. I said, Mummy stopped grooming Maggie. So she said, oh, right, okay. So she was all right then. Yeah, I'm just going to do the greens, as you can see, and that mustard seed. That'll be quite nice, actually. I might have to do a little bit more yellow, I think. I don't know. Let's have a look. I've got 2 stencils ready, which are cheapies, again, from AliExpress. I'm not quite sure if they're going to work. I might have to get something else, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. So let's put those on top of the Rolodex. Right, baby wipe. It was a dried one, and I've just wet it with water. So now then, we start with the lightest colours. So I hope everybody's all right. I was planning to do loads of filming today, and I haven't. This is the first chance I've had, because I was walking dogs this morning, as per usual in the mornings at the moment, and I didn't get home from that till 1 o'clock, and then I stopped and had some lunch, and just started prepping stuff. Then got totally distracted by I'll take my glasses off. Rust dyeing, like you do. So that'll be coming up rather, up and coming. Oh no, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if you watched Andrea's video, but she was just sort of playing around. And she's right, it does slide really easy on the matte medium. It's quite nice to work on. Right, I think we're going to do that lime green now. I'm just sort of wetting my finger with the baby wipe because it was taking quite a bit off there, so... Yeah, it does make it easier to slide having that matte medium on there. You can still see some of the Rolodex words and that through there, but I'll see what I can find to cover it, as I haven't prepped anything, so you're going to have to be paused while I go and find some stuff to put on this, I think. But the good thing about the new Rolodex, even though they're Diddy, is that they are plain. They're not got lines on or anything, so I haven't got to gesso them before I can use them, basically. Which is good. A lot less drying time. What I'll do, well, that's quite dark, isn't it? I was going to say I'll put some of that darker one on there. I should have thought of that before I put it on there. Yeah, I think I'll leave it, and then I'll just cover these. I don't know if you can see the lettering still coming through, but I can cover that with images and stuff. So right, so the next step is to get your stencil and start removing some. Andrea did hers on a big sheet and then has chopped it. She's got the die that cuts these. I haven't got that, so I'm just going to work straight onto the cards. I think is the easiest thing to do. Oh, it works. Cool. You can see that. Just move those out of the way. There we go. Might try that one. Yeah, cool. It's good enough. I like that. Okay. So So on this one, because the heavy writing's here, I'm just going to sort of do the takeaway stencil over there, I think. See if it'll work on these. Yeah, it's not catching too much. Andrea found that she had one of the Tim Holtz ones and it kept catching on the stencil itself, but this seems to be working alright, so it's all good. That's cool, like that. You can see I've got a little bit I could do down here. There's no wording down there, so let's get that on there. It's 2. Right, this one is just mixed media paper, which I've stuck onto one of the bigger cards. So let's see if we can get a big one here. Just looking, see if I can get that one up there. Relatively easy actually. I'm really surprised with that, so that's good. Right, so let me show you up close the stenciling. Like that. Cool technique, like that. That one. And so you can still see, so I'm going to have to cover here and here, but that's fine. And I can't do like Andrea's doing now with hers. She's doing them top and bottom like that, but of course mine doesn't roll like hers, so I'm just going to do singles. Well, I've just decided. So simple as. Yeah, she did her pattern all over, didn't she? I can do it on that one and that one, but that one I need to leave as is, because otherwise that wording is just going to be shouting at me all the time. What do I? Should I take more off? I've got this one, which has got sort of swirly whirlies on it. Do you know, I'm not. I'm going to leave it. We're going to leave that. Right, I'm going to pause you for a bit. I'm just going to go and find some bits. Otherwise it will, you know, you'll hear me rummaging. I'll be back in a mo. Right, I've gathered some bits and bobs, as you can see. I'm going to have to find really small ephemera for these, because I tried my birds on there and they were absolutely ginormous, so they can't go on there. Right, okay, so it's just a mixture of stuff. Let's start with this one. These are 2 little blue birds that I'd luckily had. These are, can't get hold of you, so tiny. It's me. Oh, tweezers have done a walk. That's a pain. I like using my tweezers. You see them? No. Okay. Right. Get your nails working. Okay. So 2 little birds. I've got some just die cut leaves here. I think that side's 2. Yeah, 2 red. We'll have the yellow side and that. And then I've got the words "you can't act alone" out of a book. Basically, whenever I sort of look through pages, I see if there's something that I can use as you know, words on books. So anyway, you kind of know what I mean. Right, let's get these stuck and let's get this done, and then get them in their little boxes. I didn't want anything too heavy. I don't want to cover up all of the stencil stuff in the background. What's the point in doing it if you do that? I mean, you know it's there, but excuse me. I was going to have it going up there, wasn't I? We just have it going off the page, I think, and then the birds can sit in the top of it. There's my tweezers. Good. Yeah, so I think tonight I shall go through my books and see what little ephemera I can find. Because of them being so tiny, you can hardly see that bird there. I don't think I like that one at the back, so we'll get rid of that one. I just wanted some blue on the opposite corner just to put the colour of those birds across. It's simple, but you know, it's enough, I think. Should put something under them, shouldn't I? Not showing up very well, are they? Frantically looking around my desk. What can I chuck under there? I'm not sure this will work, but you just cannot see that little bird at all. No. I've got here. It's not a very good die cut, that one. Edith Holden, but that looks a bit stupid, just sort of flying in mid-air, won't it? Yes, it will. Tell you what, I'm not going to use all of this one. slightly better. Okay, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, next one. Right, I've got this die cut gel print, so that'll cover up all of that writing. So I'll just chop off the bit that I don't need. So that could go on there, or maybe not. Yeah, I really want to see that. And I've got the little word nature there, so right, quite boringly, I'm going to edge that one. Okay. Now, shall I put it up there? Yeah, I think I will. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Simple, but you know, it does the job. Right, so that's those two done. One more. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. Right, so my little birdie needs to come out. I've chosen this one because it's got that similar flower or plant in the background there, so. And I do love this die cut. Hello, Trouble. What do you want? Hmm? What? Stop it, you'll upset Chris's cat. Apparently, Chris, one of my lovely subscribers who's been with me forever, her cat starts talking to Mackerel when she hears her crying. So, which is hilarious. Mind you, she does the same when I'm watching something and a cat comes on there. She's, oh, bushy tail and everything. Very territorial, aren't you? Hmm? Mackerel, you territorial? You're not talking to me now. I haven't done his legs very well. I'm going to... Don't cry, okay? This is fine. It's not a real bird. Sorry. Sorry, birdie. What's the matter? Hmm? What? Is it feeding time at the zoo? Just takes that white edge off. It does make a difference, you know. I know it's a faff when people start clinking ink and everything, but yeah, it just takes that white edge off of any fussy cutting that you've done, which, you know, sometimes makes it, basically. So I just need you to sit in there so that we can't see that you haven't got any legs. Because Auntie Sue was cruel. I chopped your legs off, didn't I, mate? Sorry. You're sitting in a bush now. There we are. Keep yourself nice and warm. Let that scrappy bit go. Oh, we could do that, couldn't we? Sorry, that's probably really noisy. Sorry, I've got my glass mat on the table here. I quite like that because it says share a natural something. Right, what's going on there anyway? It's a bit of creative-y art stuff. Right, you there. Nearly there, peeps, nearly there. And this just says sing, because I imagine he's sat in his little tree singing. Just go with it, guys, go with it. Actually, I'm going to put that there, and then it doesn't look so silly, does it, a bit on that other thing there. There. All done. I like that method of taking the ink away. Right, let me give you up close because I've probably kept you far too long. And it's time to release you. You've been good. Right, I'll go around the edges and ink them. So that's that one. Yeah, I do like this effect. Really do. As I say, I did put matte medium on before I started painting. So this is the first of the little ones. Quite nice. And this one, not so sure about this one, but it's okay. Right, so this one will go in this box with all of his friends. So I'll link around the edges. I won't bore you with that. So that will go in there. Okay. And then, sorry, I'm going to really quickly do these. Just makes them look a little bit finished. Okay, there we are. Sorry, I keep dropping that on there. It's been really uber loud. I haven't quite decided how I think you push back in really easy. It's great, this Rolodex system. She says, yeah. So there we are, first two little ones done. Like I say, I am going to have to go through and get out some Diddy ephemera though, because these are teeny tinies. But anyway, we've got two. Yay! As I say, I'll do it alongside this one. Yeah, cool. Well, I'll leave that out, so I'll link that. Right, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for staying with me, and yeah, give it a go. This is lovely, this technique. I really like that. So, and Andrew, watch Andrew's video, because she done it with a few different mediums. It wasn't just all the distressed crayons. So yeah, go and check it out. Anyway, all right. See you on the next one. Bye.